Okay, quick intro, so I don't run out of time. This, you might be able to tell just by looking, is a pre-release sealed for Mirrodin Besieged. Um, I usually make a rule of only playing events with the best EV. This is a huge exception to that, just because pre-release sealed is something I actually enjoy playing in Magic. One of the only things. Pretty much Momir and pre-release sealed. Those are the things I enjoy playing. Everything else is just sort of I enjoy winning. So this I feel is worth the $30 it costs to play. So I'm paying for the experience and not for the prizes because you will not be up tickets in this unless you open a Tezzeret or you come first. So the first I played yesterday and I went 4-0, so that gave me a chance to play again. So I thought I would record this one just because I still haven't gotten a chance to record it daily. The the schedule has been horrible. There's just some times when there's only certain parts during the day where I can record, and when it's just not at those times during the day, then I can't. So I'm just waiting for that schedule to change. But now we can do this. I'm Phyrexian. I've seen a lot of people say that Phyrexian is just better than Mirren, but I've been looking at the sealed events, and the winners of the events have been about half and half. There's actually been more Mirrens I've seen than Phyrexians, but I was Phyrexian last time and I came first, so I did okay with it. So let's just see what we've got rarity-wise. Okay, so speaking of paying for the draft, or the sealed, there's our Tezzeret. That's awesome, and speaking of winning the sealed, there's our Wormcoil engine. So we got everything covered. Alright. Hopefully this is definite money. Hopefully this is money in the fact that it can bring us a win here. So let's see what we got. Stratoscythe, Magnetic Mind. This is one of the bad things, isn't it? One of the crappy rares. Yeah, doesn't do anything. Decimator Web, not good. Stratoscythe, that's good in poison. And Spike Shot Elder is good if you've got the right stuff to go with it. No wait, Spike Shot Elder is awesome. I just remembered my last time using him because there are so many 1 toughness guys in this set. He's actually just insane. So let's go by colors. And we will not be playing Spike Shot Elder. Look at that. 4 red cards. So clearly we're not going to have enough red to support the... That can't be right. Where is Spike Shot Elder? He's in here. Yeah, so not playing red. I guess that's because we're Phyrexian, so Phyrexians don't play red. Let's look at our black. We got Scourge Servants. These guys are pretty sweet. 2 Flesh Eater Imps. Those can both just win the game, especially with a Strato Harness, which we'll bring in. Strato Harness. Stratoscythe. I had my last pool was just the absolute nuts. In fact, I had one of these guys, the Infect Crusader, Hand of the Praetors, and 2 Bone Hordes, both of which, or one of which of the 2 won me every game except for the final game. So I always drew a Bone Horde. One game I drew 2 Bone Hordes and had 2 11 power infect creatures and killed him in 1 hit. One game I got him down to 11 with physical damage and then killed him with in 1 hit with a 10/10 flying infect. Bone Horde is just the absolute nuts, and I had 2 of them. So it wasn't actually that hard to win. I actually have removal this time. I had 0 removal apart from neg1 neg1s, which we have 2 of here. Phyresis doesn't seem like a necessary card. I really don't like that guy. I see a lot of people play him, and I think that's just wrong. He's just the infect is not worth the useless power. He's never getting through unless they have no guys, or you've got equipment on him. But you can put equipment on any of your infect guys. Blackleaf Goblin is alright. He's better in sealed. I guess. Like, I don't know, I haven't used him in sealed, but just because you can generally play more expensive spells in sealed, but then I guess that's because the creatures are getting bigger and this guy's just smaller, so maybe it's just worse in sealed. So I don't know about him, but I do like that and I do like that. Phyrexian Ranger is another one I like if I can afford it. This spot in my deck. I don't think. Well, let's take a look at our artifacts. If we've got a good core of artifacts, if we end up with in an infect deck with like 4 artifacts, then Tezzeret's probably not going to make it. But I feel fine splashing the blue. It doesn't look like we're playing blue, but I feel fine splashing the blue if we've got, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 artifacts. Stuff to draw and stuff to make into creatures. Dark Stilax, definitely. Flare Husk is good. Panic Spell Bombs are alright. Sylvok Life stuff is really good. A 5/5 Infect could be crazy good. So we'll put that in. Oh, yes. Sweet. Contagion Clasp. The mirrors are maybes. This mirror is a definite. Arbalist, possible. These guys are decent. This guy, not so much. Decimator Web, probably not. Draw Strippers, probably not. No. And no. So let's. Oh, that's possibility. So is that. And I guess that possible. And that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's see what we got in terms of, well, what is there in terms of mana fixing? There's the mirror. I didn't get a green mirror, did I? Oh, sorry, a blue mirror. And there's the spell bomb, which we didn't get any of. Is there anything else? Well, we'll see. It'll be in green if there is. No. Rotwolf, that's a sick one with powerful equipment. Last time I had Bone Horde on him, just kept drawing cards. Glissus Courier, no. Blight Widow is good. This is pretty good and sealed. That's pretty good. This one's good. Alpha Tyrannax, no. Quilled Slagworm, that's one of the insane ones in the dinosaur deck. That's not what we're building. What have we got in blue? Vivisection, that's a pretty good one. Oh, insane. Oculus is alright. What about white? What are we getting in terms of green infect? Rotwolf, Blight Widow, and then some sort of semi-alright ones. In white we're getting 2 Revoke Existences, a Priests of Norn, and a Time Strike. Time Strike is pretty good. And Banishment Decree. We might just want to play white. Get rid of that, put in this, and this. That's 23 right there. That makes that 24. What's our colors like? Black, 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 white, white. This doesn't help us search up land because we gotta exile it, so that's no good. We've got nothing in terms of fixing, although that makes the Goldmere playable, which could probably make colors a little easier. Just don't know. Maybe I'm trying to fit Tezzeret in when maybe I'm trying too hard to fit Tezzeret in, but it is just a game-winning card. I've seen it in play, and it just wins the game, not on its own, but basically on its own, because all it needs is crappy artifacts. And with this and the other Vector Asp, I'm looking at insane artifacts for this guy to pump. His last ability is obviously never going to be used unless I have 10 artifacts in play. I guess that's possible in limited, not in this deck, but in limited you can get 10 artifacts in play, kill them in one hit with Tezzeret. So with Dark Steel Axe and Strata Scythe, I think we'll put Lifestaff in the sideboard, and with Flare Husk. I like the Contagion class pretty good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts in terms of what we would pump, 8 in terms of what we could search for. And I guess the tokens from this as well, we can pump. That's pretty good. Get a 6/6, split them up, make them both 5/5s. How much? How much poison do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 poison. With 2 things that can give 1 poison counter. 9 poison. 2 things that can give 1 poison counter. This that can continually give poison counters. This thing can search up 2 of our infect guys. 3 if we put in Vector Asp. If we do put in Vector Asp, we have to take something else out. And doesn't seem like anything. Like my first cut. I don't know, none of this. This all seems pretty good. My first cut would probably be Flare Husk. I think Virulent Wound is just better, and that's the next thing up that I would cut. Maybe these guys, but these guys are crazy good with this. Although so is Vector Asp. This is without the Gold Mare. We got more spots in our deck when we know we're not playing against bomb or heavy artifact decks. Bomb artifact or heavy artifact decks, because we can get rid of the revoking distances. This is just sort of hard on the mana. It's the only thing. Like, we got nothing to help us out there. We've got absolutely nothing. I'm not missing anything, am I? Nothing can help us get our mana, our colors. Excuse me. So I guess we're just, I don't know, sticking 4 islands in, hoping for the best. What does that look like? Maybe 3 islands? 5, 3, 9. Is that too risky? With that, I would really want the Gold Mare, which means we gotta cut something else. Maybe we could cut Flare Husk. Sure, it's a living weapon, but it's still both the worst living weapon and the worst card in my deck right now. So we're giving up a 1 mana less and the ability to equip to a creature to fix our colors and ramp us up a bit. Help us to cast Banishment Decree. And our Titan Shrike. We can ramp up to our Titan Shrike. I actually like that. If we draw, well, no, that's a bad idea. If we draw an island and we're playing a blue deck, then we can use Stratascythe to remove another island, so we don't have to draw it. But that's sort of getting a little too deep in the tank about how we can help this color problem. So I'm wanting to do this. 6 white sources, 3 blue sources, and 9 black sources. I hate that you can't split them up once you got lands in there. We got 2 mirrors to ramp, 1 to fix colors. We got 2 good equipment. This and this. We got 1 really good removal spell and 4 decent removal spells. And another good removal spell. But this one is temporary. We got 2 bombs. 4 actually. If in the right curve, these can be insane and just win the game on their own. The only problem is the colors. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Life staff I have sided in a lot. We might, seeing as how we don't have as many living weapons, and none of the 1/1 for 1 that can sack to put a -1/-1 counter. The life path seems less good against aggro because you can't gain the life on Q. But with living weapons, you just equip it to the germ and then move the equipment. These guys help us to do that, so we might. This still seems like a good sideboard option. I don't know what kind of deck we would side this in against, but one where we need a little bit more reach. This actually seems pretty good. There's a few things I wish we had room for, but the deck is pretty stacked as it is. There's nothing I really want to take out. So, maybe Tezzeret is too greedy, I don't know. But I'm not cutting him. I'm also going to play no less than the top of my game, just because Tezzeret has paid for the sealed already. I still want to win this, and I think I can with what I've opened, so I'm going to do my best. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm leaving out this and this, as well as the free C's. We don't really need that, although free C's on Wormcoil Engine is pretty crazy. Wormcoil Engine on and any cards on the board or in your hand is crazy because you got a Wormcoil Engine. But I am going to stick with this deck. I don't see any way I can make it better. I see other cards that I like, but I don't think any of them would make the deck better than it already is. So you guys go ahead and tell me how you would have built it, because I am interested to see. I'm always interested in to see how people build sealed pools, because there's so many different ways to do it. But I'm going to go with this one, and I'll see you in the games.